Welcome to Haunted Stories for Space Camping, where we explore the unexplainable. I'm Felix the Human, and with me is my co-host, Mad Matt, the Mad Professor, the Armchair Extraordinaire. He is the expert, the king of conspiracies, the sultan of suspicion, and I am a casual consumer of the curious. Before we start, make sure you like and subscribe, rate and review, whatever you do.
Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back.
Easier.
This is the Armchair
Hello.
Operator.
Hello.
Hey, and this is Felix the Human
I'm Felix here, sitting in my studio.
with a new mic setup, right?
Yeah, trying it out. I'm just trying new things. I don't know. I have an imperfect setup currently, so I'm just trying new things.
I dig this setup. I wish other people
life.
could see it right now.
Yeah, I mean my feet are kicked up too and everything. I mean I'm super relaxed right now.
Do you is it chilly down there?
most.
Do you have a heater on the floor?
Actually, I don't know what changed in the house because it was always freezing in my basement, but something has changed. It's actually not that bad down here. It's like 60.
You uncover that one vent and it will change your whole life. You don't know what vent it is. It's that box has been sitting over it in front of it and now you've freed it and it's life changing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. The first winter we were here, it was like 30 down here. It was terrible.
it was a root cellar.
You can see my breath on some of those videos we did.
All right, hopping into it. Another real quick one. Have you heard of Google's new chip?
No. But I made the joke on the last episode that it would be sour cream and onion. No, cheddar and sour cream flavored. Both sound good right now. Is it any of that?
No, unfortunately, it is not.
Is it a processor? What's it doing?
It is a, dude, you see, they're just not talking about the big things. It is quite possibly the first quantum chip. Now, if it is...
Oh, I was going to guess quantum.
If it is...
That's exciting.
It is very exciting because this thing can perform calculations.
How fast does that go?
Dude,
how fast is that thing?
It puts everything on Earth to shame. At
a quantum level, you're going like millions of times.
Dude, it can do things before they are even done, like thought about. Like seriously, all the computers. Let's see here. Willow can perform a computation in about 5 minutes that would take the world's largest supercomputer 10 septillion years.
Yeah, but at the same time, the first thing somebody's going to do is use it to beat Cuphead or like...
Dude, this thing...
Just run some farming.
Yes.
Or
every
Bitcoin or...
Every extreme thought you have, like every Terminator scenario that you have, every AI has gone bad scenario that you have had, every is God real scenario have you ever had. This thing is going to be able to tell you everything. It's going to be to tell you if we're living in a simulation, who runs the simulation, how long the simulation's been running. It's literally going to be able to tell you if they're already saying that it has calculated the unmistakable probability of parallel universes, basically saying that it's a truth beyond truth now, that they exist, they are here, and people are just going to have to get used to it. What really gets my goat with this stuff is that, they always say, we're dealing with these UAPs, we're dealing with stuff in space, which is another one that's going to come. James Webb Space Telescope is destroying our world. Stay tuned. And
taking names.
It's going to be able to prove that all these things that have been theoretical are real, if they are real, and if they're not, it's going to be able to prove that they're not. But what really gets me is that they always say
What
that
if-
the military is, 40 to 50 years ahead of us. They have stuff that would blow our
Yeah.
socks off. So they've just been operating freely in this space for 40 to 50 years. Yeah, it doesn't seem so exciting that we know now that they knew then, but they've known this stuff for this long. Just like the drones over New Jersey, they're sitting there like, whoa, we don't know what they are. Well, they're not bad. Don't shoot them down. Leave them alone. And it's just been them making dirty deals with the parallel universe Nazis for, the past 50 years.
What makes you think that we're dealing with the Nazis from the parallel universe?
I'm just saying.
as opposed to some
know-
other ruling faction.
It may not be, the parallel universe Brits that are still, just like the United States, where
Elon
we
Musk
can't
is
let them
president
know.
of the world.
Yeah, we can't let the public know. See,
And
that's
he's
not
gonna
true.
Make all the farms grow on Gatorade.
I think Elon would tell the world what's up. Like, he's straight come out and said before, if there were aliens, I would know about it. Like, and when Elon Musk says that, I tend to believe him. Like, he's done so much stuff just on a whim. Like, every little kid that says, I'm going to grow up and become a spaceman. Well, he couldn't grow up and become a spaceman, but he grew up and became the space company that shot the spaceman into space and did all that. So, every kid,
I'll leave him. I'm not a
anyway,
fan.
you say you're not a fan?
No.
It's just because
I think
he makes one stupid
he's
truck. You got to get all over on
megalomaniac.
him.
I mean, what type of maniacal megalomaniac makes a truck that looks like that, though?
It's like an unfinished video game car, isn't it? It's like that shit drove right off the coding screen.
They park in front of the prototype when they don't want you to see what the prototype looks like yet.
That was that one Hot Wheel that had all the paint scratched off of it that no one else wanted to play with, that just sat there all the time. That's what that is. Anyway, so this chip, the Willow Chip, go check it out. It's so close to a quantum chip, but the way they phrase it is, it says it uses quantum computing principles to do its calculations.
So they're admitting they're not quite there yet.
Right. They're like on the precipice.
Like when I read it, I understand half of it.
It's pretty there though, dude. Like this thing is no joke. They're gonna.
What if they mess like one thing up, and everything it predicts is just a hair off?
It ruins the world. I mean, this thing is gonna be running cities. Like
nobody ever thinks like we are flawed and recreated the thing. Ergo, at some point, what if it's also flawed?
And then it sees all of our flaws, and in an effort to become perfect, turns on everyone.
No.
What have you done? What have you done?
I've seen this. I've seen this happen
We've
before.
all seen it. We just killed everybody. What is your number one directive?
It's like
I must not hurt humans.
All the smart cars, everybody they hit was of dark complexion because.
Dude, that's not. That happened.
Error.
Yeah.
Sorry, I threw out the F because of human error, and we're just like we got it this time though.
Dude, we definitely do.
We learned from the last 100 times. We got it this time.
That's not done on the inside yet. You know what I mean? It's still cooking, and it's gonna get us in trouble. All right, so
I'm just saying. I have concerns.
I have concerns. dude, like Terminator is the first thing that comes to mind. That some random software engineer in, Bethesda somewhere is going to be, yeah, like programming, how to, connect
How
wirelessly with.
heavily regulated would this have to be? Is this something that ever meets outside of a select few?
That's when we get back into this is the dumbest version that they can show us. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, dude, they've already got the thing that would, take your socks off for you and put you into bed. This is just quantum computing is possible. Like, these dudes are already walking in and out of portals. All that stuff happens in the ocean. That's why we don't see any of it.
Buddy, that's why, like, where my mind first goes is, okay, so how are they going to monetize this?
Resources. There
you go.
Intellectual resources, physical resources. I mean, dude, you're talking once instituted into like geological surveillance software. You're talking about something that, based on analytical analysis and reports that it can gather, can tell you where the metal is. Like, no more do we have to guess. We think there's a vein here. It will say, hey, there's a vein within 3 meters of this area for sure, based on everything, based on shit you can't think about, based on, how the tectonic plates have moved over the past 10,000 years. I've also accounted for that in this calculation, by the way. So, yeah, your metal is here, your gold is here, your gas is here, your fresh water is here, your intellectual properties, your data mining, your crypto, it does not stop. It goes on forever. I mean,
going fast enough, eventually you're just predicting ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what AI predictive models do now. You give it as much input as it can. And oh my gosh, that's another one that the people that made Pokemon Go, the company that Nintendo paired with to make Pokemon Go, they now have the largest topographical photographic library in the world.
I believe it. I believe it.
Dude, all they had to do to get pictures of a certain location was put a Pokemon there, and everyone went and took a picture of that place.
I mean, that's value right there.
You got a government building that no one knows what. Here, put a Snorlax. Go. Everyone and their mother is going to go take a picture of that place. I don't even know if Snorlaxes are big in the game or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're big. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dumb. I just don't know if they're a rare.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
They at the beginning. I think they were. Yeah. But I don't play as much.
Dude, I play classical Pokemon.
I play vintage Pokemon.
Yes. Retro Pokemon. Okay.
I'm playing it on vinyl, buddy.
That is retro. That was another quick bit that Willow almost quantum computer chip. I mean, it is quantum computing to what we can do or what they say we have. So, check it out.
It'll fix that, though.
It will cause you an existential crisis, just like the dirty bomb that's floating around New Jersey. Yeah. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. This is the armchair operator.
Have a good night.
Oh, I gotta I didn't have my thing up. I'm old. Here we go.
Your thing up?
I didn't have my soundboard up. Let's clarify.